Darth Revan incoming?
People love the Millennium Falcon Legendary Event.
Jedi Revan gets a buff?
BB-9E incoming.
Get down to the B-side.
All right, we're gonna wear sunglasses for this video because it's just more fun to wear glasses. Have some really good energy with it. Get hyped. Actually, there's a lot of cool stuff going on in the game right now. And the first thing is the Falcon Event. Legendary event. Gotta say, it was a little bit underwhelming. I don't know. This really didn't do anything for me. I don't know if it's ships or ships content in general, or if it's that it's the third Falcon in the game and there's not a lot of hype about that. I do want to say this. I unlocked a 5-star Millennium Falcon, and I have severely undergeared Phoenix and undergeared Cassian ship. We're talking like on Phoenix, I have like a gear 12. I have a gear 10, gear 9, gear 8, gear 8, gear 8, gear 8, gear 8. And as far as Cassian, I think I have a gear 10 and 2 gear 9s. And I went from normally being in the 40s and 30s to number 1 immediately. And for most of the day, almost completely overnight, I've not played a battle yet today, I am holding in the number 5 slot. I was able to go through and just wipe out all ships in the meta, the Mace timeout teams and so on. Now, what I've not explored is what is it like in mirror match? Because it's crazy how the mirror match works. And I did try a couple different teams. I personally did not like running Biggs in my main lineup because I was finding that my Biggs was dying and then I was stuck with just Houndstooth and the Falcon. And the Falcon is useless without another Rebel with him. So I didn't like that lineup, but a lot of people are using that lineup. Immediately, the top 10 on my shard all went to Akbar, Falcon, Houndstooth. Pretty much Akbar, Falcon, Houndstooth, and then a bunch of Rebels. Most people are putting Ghost or Biggs in the main lineup, and then reinforcements are going to be the Phantom, and then also, lastly, Cassian ship, and I don't even think the last two matter at all. You can use Wedge if you're having problems with Houndstooth, and you can see that everybody switched over. So, there is a lot of value there. It's a really good ship. I just don't think people that hyped about ships in general. Two different changes. And this one right here, this first one is monster. The Gear 12 Salvage and MK2 Pulse modulators, and those are the pieces needed to go to the 6-dot mods, have been added to the Shard store. Oh my goodness, this is huge. This is making the G12 pieces so much more accessible. I suspect that Gear 13 is around the corner, or level 90, or something big, because there are massive amounts of really important shard pieces now in the store, and might be even worth hitting the refresh button right here to get more of these pieces. This right here is also very important for getting those 6-dot mods. This is kind of a big deal. The AI on C-3PO's, oh my goodness, special ability will now prefer to have target allies that do not currently have translation. If all allies have translation, will select a random target. This is a good thing because it makes sense. That's how you get the assists on that. Then we have to talk about the Shard Shuffle. Anakin's ETA-2 Starfighter, which is a very good ship for taking care of Houndstooth. But then Canderous, Ordo, and Bastila Shan Fallen, or some people call her Badstila, 100% start farming these right now if you want to get Darth Revan. Historically, February has been Sith month. It has been that way for a long time, starting with Nihilus and then last year with Traya and the Sith Raid. If we're going to get a new Sith, and I highly suspect we are, the question is only, is it going to be Malak this time and then Darth Revan next time? But we are going to get a Darth Revan in the game. It was hinted in the Jedi Knight Revan kit reveal. 4 attributes thrown across the stream, 2 for the light side, and then 2 for the dark side. One of them is villain. So we're going to get a dark side Revan at some point in the future, and I suspect it's going to be a paywall. Start farming these guys now. As soon as they become available, run, don't walk, because the last event set a precedent that it was a severe paywall to get Jedi Knight Revan. Also, there was a fairly significant note put down here at the bottom, which looks like this is a buff to Jedi Knight Revan, updated Jedi Knight Revan's savior description to clarify that Jedi allies that are rescued by Savior cannot be defeated for the rest of the turn. Boy, that kit is long and large, and it is bigger now. This may have been this way before, and the text wasn't there correctly. I noticed that this was happening with Jedi Training Rey with her middle ability that puts heal immunity, which was not dispellable, so that when Savior's ability triggered, they would still have 1 health, and then the last hit from BB-8 or another resistance from the assist ability on BB-8 Zeta ability was not killing the Jedi, and now they updated the text to reflect that. Very good. Lastly, we have to talk about territory wars. Do you like territory wars? It seems to me that in general, the community did not like the bannings whatsoever, and that we did like the buffs during Clone Wars month. And I just want to talk briefly about some of these buffs, because the last one right there, a lot of people speculated they were going to get BB-9E, and I even did that a month ago when I saw the data mines. The data mines were correct. It says, while picks and bans may return, they are considering not bringing them back. I see that there's just this general theme that people did not like the picks and bans that much. We did like the buffs. What do you think of these buffs? They're kind of crazy, wild, awesome. Lots of interesting things. Imperial Troopers, endless ranks. Boy, they get 5 stacks of endless ranks at the start of the battle. And then when one of them dies, they all lose a rank. But then they get 100% health and 100% protection, reset all the cooldowns, and gain a bonus turn. Almost reminds me of Savior from Revin. And so if you're targeting, let's say, Shore Trooper only, you're going to have to kill him 6 times before he finally dies. Seems very powerful. Imperial Troopers on offense have always been very good, but this might bring Imperial Troopers to a defensive lineup. Army of the Galactic Republic Clone Troopers. This might be a future rework. I hope that this right here, this is one doesn't seem that extreme compared to the other ones. Start of battle, Clone Troopers gain 50% health and 50% protection, 50% offense, 50% defense for each Clone Trooper ally. That's a monster boost. That's probably what they need to be viable with the amount of power creep we've had in this game. Clone Troopers gain 100% critical chance and critical damage while they have no debuffs. Okay, when they attack out of turn, they dispel all debuffs on other Clone Trooper allies, dispel all buffs on the target enemy, and gain 20% turn meter. That sounds amazing. Sounds truly amazing. Fury of the Forest Ewok. Ewoks have a cooldown of 0 on all abilities. I imagine a team of just Tebow and Wicket would be able to go AoE, 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 AoE. There probably is going to be 2 viable Ewok teams. Ruthless Salvagers, Jawas. Actually, I read this kit a couple times, and it seems like this is going to be auto kill, and they're just going to insist and assist and insist until the character dies. Jawas have 50% chance to stun the target enemy when they use an ability which can't be evaded. Jawas gain 20% offense for each stunned enemy. When Jawas attack a stunned enemy, they shock them for 2 turns and call all other Jawa allies to assist. And the Jawas that are called to assist can call other Jawas to further assist. This probably means that they're just going to keep going until that character dies. Now, they're in a situation where they gain stacking protection or stacking health. This might lead to some sort of loop. I don't know. But this is fun territory wars. It's not meant to be permanent. Now, this right here I read, and when I saw this in the data mine, I did not pick up that this is for ships and ships only. Ship first order full-blown assault. And the reason why this was confusing and why I thought BB-9E was coming to the game, but that is clearly not hinting at this. First order allies gain advantage for 2 turns in the start of battle whenever they are inflicted with a debuff. If they have advantage when they use an ability, first order allies recover 10% health and 10% protection and inflict target lock on target enemy for 2 turns. Now, if that was applying to characters, that would imply that target lock is pretty much a droid mechanic, and the only first order droid that I know of would be BB-9E, but target lock on ships is everywhere, and that makes a lot of sense. Now, just wanted to ask you guys, it seems to me that there is not a lot of support and views for ship content in general. So the question I'm asking, is it worth making videos showing the viability of the Millennium Falcon at 5 stars, or do more people prefer seeing a video about how to beat teams that have the Millennium Falcon if you don't have the Millennium Falcon? So put that down in the comment section so I can make ships videos, or if you just don't care about ships, put that in the comment section too, because it doesn't seem like the ships videos get a lot of support. All right, well now it's time for the giveaway. Really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person who likes this video, you'll be getting for free in your account an 8-star BB-9E.
This is not a scam.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like he's coming. It seemed like a fun idea though, right? I'll give away one. This is not a scam. As always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.